these, well, stick around. I'm really excited to talk to you about them. So there is this guy named Stephen Covey who talked about this amazing concept called the working genius. Now, if you've never heard of the working genius, I got to explain this to you because this is where your superpowers come in. There are two things that energize people, two things that drain people, and two things that you're like, I can kind of do this, I can kind of not do this. I don't really mind either way. But I want to talk about the things that energize you, the things that excite you, the things that bring you joy, your superpowers. All right, we got to talk about your superpowers. So I got this little board here. We got this little gift from YouTube, but we're going to talk about your superpowers. So here's the thing. Let me explain what all 6 of them are. And if you know what your superpower is, so you can have 2, right? 2 things that bring you joy and energize you. I want you to put what it is in the comments and we can talk about it. So there are 6 things, right? 6 things that bring you joy and energy, or could potentially give you joy and energy. So the first one is going to be called the genius of wonder. The genius of wonder, which represents what's broken or what could be better. Typically, people with this genius, this superpower of wonder, these people are really great at poking holes in things, saying this is wrong or this could be better. They are really excellent at finding the most brilliant potential. So is that your superpower? Remember, we have 6 possible superpowers. Let's write superpowers that you could have. So the first one, like I said, is the genius of wonder. What could be better? The potential. These people are really great at poking holes in things. And again, remember, if you hear the one that you are great at, I'd love to hear it in the comments. So the genius of wonder, all right? So after you identify what is broken, there is this next possible superpower or genius. It is called the genius of invention. Invention. Those who are excellent at coming up with ideas, okay? The greatest potential. So we've identified what's broken. Now we have people that are really excellent and get joy out of identifying ideas to fix what's broken. Again, what is your superpower? Okay. Next, after invention, we have the genius of discernment. Discernment. So this is the idea of we've identified what's broken. Again, what is your superpower here? Are you really great at identifying what's broken, poking holes in things, saying what's wrong with things, figuring out what's better? Are you really great at, when I say great, I mean like, do you love it? Is it energizing to you? For the genius of invention, is it something that you love coming up with ideas? Like somebody can ask your advice for something, like where do we go out to eat? And you come up with like hundreds of ideas. Is that you? Are you really great at coming up with ideas? Or are you really great at making decisions? So when I say discernment here, this isn't like, oh, this person has great data discernment or like loves calculating numbers. This person loves making decisions. So is that you? Remember, there are 3 superpowers, things that energize you and bring you joy. Identifying what's broken, coming up with ideas to fix what's broken, or making decisions of which of these ideas is best. So what is your superpower? All right, let's jump on to the next one. Remember, there are 6 of these, and you are going to have 2 things that energize you, 2 things that drain you, and 2 things you're like, I could do it either way. All right, so after that, number 4, the 4th superpower is called galvanizing. And my 5-year-old daughter has this, galvanizing. So this superpower of galvanizing is you love getting people to do things. You love creating energy and momentum and moving people toward action. So you might come up with an idea or somebody else's idea and say, hey guys, let's go. We need to go do this thing. That is galvanizing. It's like casting vision and getting people excited to go do anything, all right? So that's galvanizing. You don't even need to know much information about it. It's like, oh, I have an idea, or somebody else had an idea, let's go do it. So galvanizing, you're charging people up to release them to go do something, all right? So what's broken, how to fix what's broken, how to, which idea is best, and then let's charge people up to go do the decided idea. Genius of galvanizing. All right, so let's continue. We have 2 more geniuses left, 2 more possible superpowers that you have. Uber hi, Mimi hi, Charlotte hi, Icebreaker hi. Good to see y'all. Appreciate you being here. All right, so shout out in the chat which one you think is yours. We have 6 superpowers. We've done 4 so far. What's broken? You're really great at identifying what's broken and you love doing it. You love talking about all the things that are broken or could be better. You love coming up with ideas. It doesn't matter what it is. It's like food, games, like you just love coming up with different ideas to fix what's broken. Then you got discernment. You hear all the ideas, that's cool, but now you want to like decide. You get energy out of making the decision. What are we going to eat? You decide it. You love it. You love to do that. Or you get people excited to charge them up and release them to go do something. Like you're really great at telling people what to do. Is that your superpower? All right, 6 possible superpowers. Next, after galvanizing, the genius of, or the superpower of, enablement. Enablement, which I know can sound like an interesting word, but enablement means you've heard somebody else share, this is what I think we should do, and you are like, I love to do it. I want to do it. Let me do it. Let me be the person that's doing it. And you're also typically really excellent and love encouraging other people. Okay? That is what enablement means. Your superpower is helping other people feel encouraged. Is that true? Mimi, you think yours is invention? I love that. Tell me why you think yours is invention. Like, what kind of ideas do you like to come up with? Okay, so that's 5 of the 6 superpowers. Wonder what's broken or what could be better. You love and have so much energy and joy coming from the idea of poking holes in things and saying like, hey, this could be better. Doesn't necessarily mean that you love to give ideas on how, it's just, you just notice the things that are off and could be better. Then we have invention superpower, which is coming up with the ideas of fixing what is broken, right? So ideas of, oh, we're hungry? Okay, what about this place, this place, this place? Or even games, like let's do this game, this game, this game. Ideas. Then there's discernment. Okay, I heard all the ideas. Let's do this one. You love and get energy out of making decisions. Is that you? Then we also got galvanizing. You heard the decision. Now let's go get everybody excited to go do this and let's go charge them up to release them, right? Icebreaker, no, I see you in the chat. I am not. I am not, to answer your question. Okay, so enablement is like, cool, I received the vision. I'm excited about it. Let's go and do it. Like, I would love to be the person that does it, right? Cool. So those are the 5 superpowers. We have the 6th superpower. 6th superpower is tenacity, which is an interesting word, all right? So again, I want to know what brings you joy, what excites you out of these 6 superpowers, because that's how you can identify which power is yours. What's broken is wonder. Invention is ideas, coming up with ideas. We love coming up with ideas. Discernment is you love making decisions. Galvanizing is you love telling other people what to do and getting them excited. Enablement is I just want to be a part of doing it. I would love to do it. And then this tenacity one is I don't mind following up with people. I don't mind making sure that they're getting their things done. I want to hit the goals. I want to do the thing. I want to see the thing finished. So it's like, it doesn't matter how far into a puzzle you are. You want to see that puzzle completed. You get so excited about seeing it done. Tatum, I appreciate you. Thanks for subscribing. All right, so what of these superpowers is yours? I want to hear it. I'd love to hear it. Jeremiah, I see that you're saying WW. Does that mean that wonder is yours? So again, let me hear from you. What do you think is your superpower? You could have 2 of these that energize you. So I'm going to write them on the side so that you can make sure that you know. So you have smiley face for 2 of the things that can, here, we'll do times 2. 2 of these that bring you joy. So 2 of these are your superpower. You have 2 of these that you're like, meh, I don't really care. I could do it. I could not do it. And then the other one is like, oh man, this is the worst thing in the world. I don't want to do this at all. Don't ask me, especially when I'm tired, to go out and do this thing. All right? Makes sense? 6 superpowers. Which one is yours? You have 2 of them. So let me hear. What are the 2 things that bring you the most joy first? 2 things that bring you the most happiness. So is it what's broken? Let me know in the chat. Is it invention? Ideas to fix what's broken? Is it, aw, thank you, Taylor. Appreciate you so much. Is it discernment, which is deciding, making decisions? You love to be the person that makes the decision. Is it galvanizing? You love to charge people up, get them excited and go and do, like have them go and do things. Is it enablement, which is, and you can just write the letter in the chat if you're like, hey, this one is, this is me. Enablement, which is, I just love to do the thing. I get so excited, like I want to be a part of doing it. And you're likely also the person that is really encouraging. You make other people feel really, really special from the way that you talk with them. Clarice, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. That's so kind. Then you also got tenacity, which is like, I just love to see the thing done. Like, I don't even need to be a part of doing it. I just want to see this thing checked off the list. I want to see the puzzle completed. I just want this video game to be done, right? Right? I just want this thing to be completed. So let me know, what is the thing? What are the things that are your superpowers? Tell me. W for what's broken. I for ideas, invention. Discernment for coming up with making the decisions. Is it galvanizing? You like to charge people up. G, is it enablement? E, you just want to do the thing. Like, just let me be a part of doing it. Let me go encourage the people. Or is it tenacity? T, which is like, I just want this thing to be done. I don't care who does it. I just want to see it completed. And I don't mind to be the person to go follow up and make sure that they actually get it done. So tell me. Would love to hear it from you guys. And then in the meantime, let's move on to another topic, okay? So which of these 6 energize you? Because now I want to chat with you about trust. Trust, okay? So, hi to Linda. Galvanizing ideas plus your superpowers being the mother of amazing children. I love that. Thank you for sharing. It's amazing. Okay, so now we are going to talk about trust, all right? All right, tell me, who's the person that you trust the most? I'd love to hear that. So just tell me, who is the person that you trust the most and why? Like, why do you trust them? Okay, this is a very important question because what we're about to talk about are the specific, I guess you could call them like transactions, behaviors. I'm trying to think of a more simple word. Just like actions. There are 10 actions that people do all the time or don't do all the time that either like shatter trust or massively build trust. Okay? 13 things that do that. All right. So this is what we're going to talk about right now. Trust. And we're going to talk about how to build trust or how people have broken your trust. So I'd love to hear from you. Who do you trust the most and why? Because we're now about to go into the 13 things that either build trust or break it down. So if you're like, I don't trust that person anymore, and yet I don't even know why, we're about to help you identify why. Okay. So 13 things that trust. So the first thing is straight talk, which basically means telling the truth. Are you telling the truth? Are you being honest and straightforward? Are you telling the truth? Now, when people don't tell the truth, do you get hurt? Because if so, that's when they're breaking trust with you. All right? Trust. So then after building trust by just being honest and straightforward, we have the second way, which is demonstrating respect. This was created by Stephen Covey, who, by the way, I think earlier in the stream I said that this guy was Stephen Covey. This is actually Patrick Lencioni of the Table Group. He created the Working Genius. Apologies. So here we're talking about trust, which is Stephen Covey. If you ever did 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, how to be more productive, that's this guy, trust. All right. So great. All right. All right. I appreciate you, Olivia. Thank you so much. All right. So we talked about demonstrate respect, straight talk. So let's now talk about number 3. So this is 2 ways of how to build trust. 2 of 13. 13 ways. Okay. You got 13. So next, number 3. What do you think it is? Let me know. Take a guess. Hey, Ruth. Thanks for jumping on. All right. Number 3 is create transparency. Transparency. Which basically means what? Being transparent, being honest, revealing what's actually inside. Okay? So some people are like, nah, I don't want to tell you what I'm feeling. Okay, that's the opposite of creating transparency. But there is a right level of transparency. I don't know if you've ever been talking to somebody and they just told you everything that went on for the day, everything like their history, and maybe it was like stuff that you shouldn't even have known. They revealed secrets. That is the opposite, or that is, they call it a counterfeit. So tell me, if you go to the bank and deposit a fake $100 bill, what's going to happen? Because you're depositing money, right? You're trying to do one of these things. What happens if you deposit a fake $100 bill? likely going to jail. Somebody's getting called. They are going to call you on a fake $100 bill, and it's going to do more damage than if you didn't deposit any money at all, right? So with each of these trust behaviors, you have the opportunity to either deposit something real, not do anything at all, which withdraws, or deposit a counterfeit. Like do it so much that it just makes it horrible and it's more damage than if you did anything at all. So creating transparency, what I just talked to you about is if you are telling somebody else's secrets, what that means is you are doing the counterfeit version of transparency. Well, I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to like reveal what's actually happening. Actually, what we're doing is we are revealing somebody else's transparency and it's not ours. So it's too transparent. So that's too much, okay? So to build trust, we need to be appropriately transparent. So then, number 4 out of 13, we have right wrongs. Right wrongs. Now what this is, you can guess what this is. Righting wrongs is when we make a mistake, not only saying I'm sorry, but trying to go back to the people and making, they say restitution, but it's making it better if we can. So it's like, hey, I'm sorry I'm late. Next time I won't be late. Well, next time it's like making sure that we're definitely not late. It's not just saying sorry, it's doing the best that we can to fix it. Or if it's like, hey, I forgot my water bottle at home. I know I said I would let you, or your water bottle at home. I know I said I'd bring it. I completely forgot. That's like, let me go get it real quick and I'll bring it back. Fixing the mistake right now. Makes sense? Iconic, I like the nickname, by the way. That's a great name. Hi, Iconic. Good to see you. All right. So that is righting wrongs. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, so we're talking about, for those that have just joined, how to build trust or the ways that we're breaking trust without even knowing it, and people are trusting us less. So, all right, we talked about being honest and straightforward through straight talk. We talked about demonstrating respect, which is just being respectable, saying things respectfully, honoring people, being kind. Then we also have creating transparency, the appropriate level of transparency. So this is what I'm feeling. This is what I am processing through. Here is what I was thinking. Then there's righting wrongs. Hey, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Let me fix it right now. That's righting wrongs. Gotcha. All right, now let's move on to number 5. Number 5. What do you think it is? I'm going to write it down. Number 5 is show loyalty. This is being the same person that you are in front of some, that you are, like being the same person in front of others. So this is not going around and talking about other people behind their back, unless it's a positive thing. Okay, we don't want to negatively talk about other people behind their back. This one can also be known as sometimes being two-faced. We don't want to do that, right? Meaning like, oh, I'm super friendly with you, but then I'm horribly mean to somebody else. We want to be the same consistent person in all rooms, and we want to be loyal to our friends and our family. So we are not trash talking them to other people, okay? Show loyalty. Has anybody trash talked to you before? They wouldn't have been showing loyalty. Has anybody messed up with you before and didn't apologize and didn't actually show that they were trying to make it better? Was anybody just not being honest with you, not telling you what they were thinking or feeling? Okay, wasn't necessarily creating transparency. Were they being disrespectful to you, making fun of you, not being kind? Okay, they weren't demonstrating respect, losing trust with you. Did somebody ever lie to you? Okay, that means they weren't straight talking to you. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, so these are the first 5 of 13 of ways that people can break our trust or ways that they can build it. Okay, which one related to you more? Talking about the stuff that broke our trust or the ways to build it? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about number 6. Number 6. Now, if you're ever like, hey, that's a good person or that's a bad person, of course, I'm not going to go into like the theological stuff, but if we're ever talking about like, oh, that person just seems to have like that's a good person, we're typically attributing it to that person's character. We trust their character. We trust who they are. All right, that's what these first 5 are talking about. Are they a trustworthy person? Okay, so those are the first 5, and they would call them character related. So if you want to improve your character perception to other people, although we shouldn't necessarily be focused on what other people think, we want to improve ourselves. These are ways to improve perception or reputation, okay? And we can have conversations with other people about this too. Like, hey, I just can't really trust you right now because I feel like you always lie to me. I can't trust you because you're always making fun of that person. I can't trust you because you're sharing my secrets. I can't trust you because you just won't tell me what you're thinking or feeling all the time. Not just sometimes, but all the time. I can't trust you because you just never, you always make mistakes. Like you don't really help me and you don't really try to get better. Okay. And then this one is like, yeah, we're cool when we're together, but then you're always, trash talking me when you're not with me. So, all right. Does that make sense? All right. Those are the 5 trust behaviors to build or break trust. Next, 6. This one is now talking about, can what you do be trusted? We talked about who you are. Now we're talking about building up or trust breaking down when we're talking about what you do or what you can do. The first one is deliver results. Can you be trusted to deliver results? Okay. Now what that means is, can you just do the thing? If I ask you for food, can you get me food? If I ask you to do this job or to do this chore, will you do it? All right. That is delivering results. Now think about people that did not deliver results to you. They broke your trust because they didn't do the thing that they said they were going to do. They didn't get it to you, the thing that you asked of. Okay. So this is how trust works, how to build trust or how people have broken your trust. Can it be redeemed? We'll talk about that in a little bit. But here are steps that people can take. Next, number 7. Number 7 of how to improve or how trust can be built for other people and what the work that they do or what they do is get better. So, are they always making the same mistake? Or are they getting better? Are they taking steps to get better? Are they learning? Are they growing? Are they maturing? Some people say maturing. Let me know how you say it. Are they maturing? All that stuff. All right. So are they getting better? Now think about this. Go like 2 or 3 years ago in your mind. Are you the same person that you were 2 or 3 years ago? Or are there more new things that you've learned and grown through? Okay. Think about your friends. Think about when your friends were like, I don't know, the craziest, the rudest, the meanest. Like, can you think of some people that were that when you were younger? If they were the same way now, would you still be friends with them? Did you stop being friends with them because of those people? Because of their actions? They didn't get better. All right. We want to always get better. Got it? All right. Let's move on to number 7. That was 7. Number 8. Number 8. This is the hardest for me. I don't want to do this. My wife is really great at this. So number 8 is, take a guess at what you think it is while I write it down. Ready, set. It is to confront reality. To confront reality. I'm not talking about the Matrix. I'm not talking about video games. I'm talking about confronting reality, meaning the elephant in the room. I know that's an interesting analogy, but specifically, like, if you've been fighting something, fighting with friends, fighting with family, confronting reality is, we're going to talk about the hard thing. Okay, we're going to talk about the thing that is awkward, and we just need to do it. We just need to talk about it. We're not going to be able to move forward unless we actually address it. That is confronting reality. Can you be trusted to, when things are bad or good, are you willing to address it? That's confronting reality. Can you think of people that didn't confront reality with you? They didn't acknowledge the thing that was breaking them. All right, let's move on to number 9. Number 9 is to clarify, what do you think? Expectations. Clarify expectations. Okay? Clarify expectations. Now, what clarify expectations means is, hey, insert your name. Would you be able to hit the subscribe button, please? All right. That's very different than, hey, can you do that thing on the screen? You know what I mean? Like the thing on the screen. One is very clear. Clarified expectations. Can you please hit the subscribe button? Versus, can you just do that thing on the screen? And you just feel very like, what are you even talking about? You know what I mean? Like, well, I have a lot of options here. I can hit the like button, I can comment, I can report, I can do all these things. But when I say hit the like button or hit the subscribe button, it's very clear. Have you ever had somebody tell you to do something but wasn't clear? Like, hey, can you go get me that? Give me what? Did you do that today? What are you talking about? Do what? Did you do your chores? What chore are you talking about? Or can you get that job done for me? Can you just make sure it's finished? And then they come and they're like, why isn't it finished? It's like, well, you didn't tell me when I need to get it done by. Otherwise, I would have had it done by that time. Does that make sense? Clarify expectations. Charlie and Tay, good to see you. 1.25, good to see you. Xavian, hello. That guy, thank you, good to see you. Iconic, hello, friend. All right, so 9 of the 13 trust behaviors. Are you with me still? 9 of the 13 trust behaviors. So let's keep going. Number 10. Number 10 is really hard, but real. Practice, not sports. Practice accountability. Practice accountability. Did I spell it right? I did. Okay. Practice accountability. There it is. So practice accountability means I messed up. I'm going to own it. That was my bad. That was my mistake. I should have done better. And even sometimes going to the extreme of somebody else messed up. Okay. They're on your team, part of your family. Hey, that was our bad. That was our mistake. We will work better to make it next time. It's not just constantly blaming people, but it's like, what is the thing that I could have owned to make better? Does that make sense? That's hard to do, especially if it wasn't directly your fault. But that massively builds trust if you can do that. There's this incredible book called Extreme Ownership. It doesn't feel fair, but it's what brings progress and builds massive trust because people will trust what you can do. All right? So those are the next ones, which represent what you can do. So the first ones talk about character. Can people trust your character? The first 5. Then it's can people trust what you do? The last 3 represent both. Both. Here's how you can build trust in both areas. Number 11 is, what do you think it is? When it builds both. You're doing it right now to me. You are listening first. Listening first. Hello, George Dakin. Good to see you. So when you listen first, you are processing what the person is saying without proactively coming up with an answer. You're thinking, pausing, listening, gauging what they say, and then coming up with an answer. So you're not quick to speak, you're quick to hear what they are saying. Make sense? Listen first. All right, next is number 12. And number 12 is the number one thing, because they did this test and survey people. This is the number one quickest way to break trust with people if this is not done. Any guess what it is? Any guess? I'll write it down right now. If people don't do this, it breaks trust the quickest. What do you think it is? The answer is keep commitments. So when people don't keep commitments, when they say, hey, I'll be there at 3 o'clock, and they don't show up, how do you feel? If a friend says, I'm going to come to your birthday party, and then they don't come, how does it make you feel? Quickest way to build trust with people, right? Hey, George Dakin, I'm praying for your mom who has cancer. I'm sorry. Praying for you. That's hard to go through. God, I pray that you bless his mom and keep her safe and help the family. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So keep commitments, okay? Keep commitments is doing what you said you're going to do. Now what does it look like to break that trust? It's like, I never make commitments. That's how you withdraw it. Because it's like, I'm afraid that I'll never be able to fulfill it. So I just don't make commitments at all. That's not good either. Because people want to be able to trust your word. So it's like, maybe, I don't know. saying yes or no. Like that's okay sometimes, especially when it's true. But if the intention is, I'm not going to say yes or no, that is starting to manipulate the situation. So we want to make sure that we are keeping commitments, do the things that we say we're going to do. Doesn't mean saying I promise all the time. It just means when we say yes or no, we're going to do it. All right, and then the last one of 13 trust behaviors. We talked about being honest. We talked about being kind. We talked about being transparent and sharing our feelings and thoughts, appropriately, of course. And then we talked about fixing the things that are broken when they're wrong. We talked about making sure that we are being kind about the people that we are friends with, even when they're not around, talking about them in a kind way. We talked about delivering the thing that we said. Like if somebody is expecting a payment of $5, I'm going to give them $5, right? Makes sense. Get better. All right, so I need to improve. I need to become better. I need to be better than the person that I was yesterday. If I make a mistake, I'm going to work to get better. Next, confronting reality. I'm going to address the situation. I'm not going to let it just sit there because it's awkward and somebody else will address it. I will jump in and try to fix it. Number 9, clarify expectations. Like I said, hit the subscribe button. It's very clear. Versus, can you do that thing on the screen for me? It's very vague. So hit the subscribe button means subscribe, right? Okay. Then we got practice accountability. Hey, that's my bad, my mistake. Hey, I know it wasn't my fault, or I don't know who did it, but I will own it to try to make it go better. Okay, practice accountability. Then listen first. That is what we're doing right now. As I'm speaking, you're listening, hearing, communicating. Okay, that is listen first. Number 12, keep commitments. The things that I say I'm going to do, I do. And then number 13, this is called extend trust. Extend trust. So what this means is believing the best in the other person and giving them trust, even before it's properly earned. Now, they also call this one, you're like, wait a second, you want me to trust people I don't know? They call it smart trust. Smart trust. So would you randomly go up to somebody on the street and give them $1,000? Okay, unless you're Mr. Beast or somebody else, maybe. But $1,000 of somebody that has reportedly stolen a lot of money, and there's 5 other people that came before and gave them $1,000, and that person stole all of it. Would you still give that $1,000 to that person? Probably not. Smart trust, right? So extending trust to people in a smart way. But not just saying, I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anyone. That's not what we're talking about. Like, because that's breaking trust there. Like that is losing an opportunity to build trust. We want to extend trust to people. Those are the 13 behaviors or transactions that can help build trust or break trust. Does that make sense? Yeah? All right. Is this little cool little whiteboard? You like it? Got it as a gift, and I'm grateful for it. But that was it for now, and we can continue our chats later. I appreciate you taking the time to talk and communicate and, learn a little bit more. But we will talk again soon, friends, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, all right? Yes. Thanks, friends. Trying to end the stream, friends, but it's not working well. Hey, friends, so while I'm trying to end the stream, if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. For some reason, it's not wanting to end, but appreciate y'all. Grateful for you either way. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And Yeah, YouTube just apparently doesn't want people to end their stream.